Hey guys, it's Staci and Hutch, and apparently our bosses thought that we didn't talk enough.
So we're going to do a podcast.
We're going to say too much. Hopefully we don't get fired, but it's a podcast, so they can't fire us for having our own thoughts.
And we don't get paid for this, so how can you fire from something that you don't actually do for a job?
You're not getting paid?
No, are you?
Let's start the podcast. Hey! What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
How you doing? Staci Hutch, Say Too Much, powered by Mattress Galaxy. Got a good show today for you. This morning, as we record, we talked with Rob Thomas. Yeah, he was on the, and I'm a big Matchbox 20 fan. I know you and I grew up in the 90s, late 90s, where they were really becoming huge. And
I remember jamming out to them on the school bus in the mid 90s.
And Staci's met Rob and the whole crew a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've done a Live 95 for us too.
Yeah, a few of them.
Point, yeah.
We've had them, or actually them and Rob many times. So,
but yes, I am in my bedroom and Staci was in her car.
Yeah.
This was a last minute interview. Last night, our boss said, "Hey, you got time to interview Rob Thomas at 8:50 in the morning?" I'm like, "Sure." I mean,
yeah,
my life, I got nothing on. Yeah,
right?
So I will be happy to get up and put clothes on and do things.
Well, you already had appointments. You were already busy at like 6 a.m. So
that was going to be my question. Were you dressed, Hutch?
Oh, I was.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to say there was not a lovely young lady in my bed.
Now.
Well, I did. I said, okay, you can see my bed. So I was wondering if her feet were moving, like if you could see.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Because we stayed up late. We had date night. And so I was like, you just stay in bed. I mean, it's just not like, and then I think I saw feet move in the bed. So if you guys are watching,
there's a reason to check out the podcast now.
Yeah, it's not a ghost. Might be someone in that.
I'm going to guess Rob's done interviews where it's been a more weirder or uncomfortable situation.
And he was pretty shocked that Staci was in her car, and I was. Well, you guys will see it. Let's just get to it. Let's get to it right now. Here's Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
A lot to talk about, man. 10 years, and you finally are coming out with something. I'm sure you've been writing this whole time, but you're pushing this song. Why this song? Why is it so important to push this one after 10 years? It's the first one.
Well, okay. Well, first, the 10 years actually makes a lot more sense if you think practically. Like, in 2012 we put out North, but then because we're a touring band, we toured that for like a year and a half, and then I made a solo record, toured that solo record. Then we did a 20th anniversary tour with Matchbox and Counting Crows. Then I did another tour. Then I put out that Christmas record and was doing that through the holidays. And then COVID just kind of locked everybody down. So everybody was always writing and releasing and being creative and doing all those things. It was just, we were supposed to do something probably about 3 years ago when I finished that last solo record, and then it just didn't materialize. And now we kind of felt like we had material that we had something that we wanted to say, and especially because Matchbox is no longer just me writing a bunch of songs in the band playing them. Everybody's contributing now. So we just kind of felt like everybody was up to where we needed to be to make a really good Matchbox record.
Yeah, because it feels like you were gone for so long and we were like, did they break up? But no, you're just too busy. And then we had, pandemic world. And
yeah, imagine my surprise when I would see like articles and read them about, Rob Thomas. When I was putting out solo records, and it would be Rob Thomas, formerly of Matchbox 20. And I would have to call the guys and be like, is there something I don't know about? Like, did you
kick me out?
Yeah, I know. I always have to keep checking.
When it comes to writing music and obviously pushing the music, promoting the music, 90s was such a different time, early 2000s. I mean, even doing the stuff with Solo Wise and Matchbox 20, do you like it more now, or is it more kind of pushing a single is a lot harder than pushing an album in the 90s?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more traffic, as because there's a lot more ways that people are experiencing music and making it a part of their lives. And so, I mean, there used to be kind of like a funnel, I kind of imagine. There was a point of entry, as like there would be the records, there would be a certain amount of records that would be released and they would come to radio, and then radio would play those records. And there was kind of but I feel like that point of entry now it's instead of a funnel, it's a colander. And like once it pours in, it comes out everywhere. And so, in some ways that's amazing because there's more opportunities for more artists to get their music out there in different ways and be seen. For a lot of opportunities for, I think for artists to not have to, they can forego labels altogether. There's a lot of artists having really great independent careers out there and doing it on their own. So I think like anything else, there's good and bad of it. And the bad of it's probably just a reflection of my age and what I grew up doing and maybe my uncomfortability with something new. If like my son's 24 years old right now and he has a band, he's trying to make it happen, but he understands all this world and he's navigating through it in a much better way. I have to have somebody in their 20s that works at Atlantic Records explain it to me as I go along and hold my hand.
Are you nervous about your 24-year-old doing pretty well? I mean, you look at Jacob Dylan. You know,
yeah, I mean, Jacob's a good friend of mine and one of the most well-balanced people I've met, you know, especially in the business with famous, you know, upbringing. So if my son can hold on to it the way that Jacob has, I'll be very, very happy. You know, my son, he graduated from Berklee College of Music. He has a good head on his shoulders. So, you know, I feel like whatever he does, he's going to land on his feet.
Well, that's good. So, how do you know a song's, do you go out and when you write a song, do you go, I want to write a hit? Or do you say, I'm just going to write what I'm feeling and hope it becomes a hit? How do you know that you're going to make something that's going to resonate?
I mean, I think at the bottom of the word hit, it's just, you're talking about a song that resonated with a lot of people. And I think
love the song She's So Mean. That's one of my favorite songs. And I was like, it didn't really take off here. Maybe because
but look, it's weird. Like that song gave us our first #1 album that we ever had, you know? So it did what it was supposed to do. But I mean, music is very subjective. And I think, you know, like one person's favorite band is somebody else's least favorite band. And somebody's favorite song is a song that just annoys the hell out of somebody else. I mean, I think I'm a pretty normal person. And I just like to write something that scratches that itch for me. And I feel like if I'm turned on by it in some way, then maybe somebody else will as well. I think, you know, when you write about themes of that people understand, people resonate with that a little more. They kind of understand what that feeling's like, and so they gravitate towards it more. I think I don't know anybody that writes and says, I don't want anyone to hear this, and I hope that it fails miserably. But at the same time, after 30 years, you know better than to say, this is a hit. Because every time I've ever said, this is definitely a smash, it hasn't been. And so many times when I was like, I'm just not sure, those are the ones that, you know, that you get a call like it's doing really well. And you're like, oh, wow, that's surprising.
Do you miss the preparation of an album, telling a story in an album and looking at the cover art, having the lyrics in there? I remember growing up in Florida and looking at your album art and going, okay, that's an interesting old man with goggles and an airplane hat. You know, I mean, you look at things and you go, it's not that anymore. You know, it's not.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It is for us. We still make 12 songs records. We still put out an album. We are still, you know, fighting over what the artwork is and like every little picture and how we're going to do it. And how, the problem is that the majority of people aren't taking that journey with us. Like we're still doing it, but it's just, you know, I just saw something the other day and this is going to sound like the most old man phrase of all time, but like I saw something on TikTok the other day and like how people now are doing sped up music, which is not even remixes. It's just sped up versions of songs that they already know. That made me sad. It just made me sad to think about, like, you know, I mean, I can't even do that with my audiobooks. You know how like you can make them go a little faster to try and make them go along? Like, I feel like that's cheating the voice of the narrator. So, I mean, I'm somewhere between, like, I'm not a 60s, 70s purist, you know, but I am definitely a musician, you know, at the beginning of their 50s going, really?
I feel you though, because we're both like, well, me more so than Hutch, because I think you and I are around the same age. It's just like, I can't keep up. We did a thing on the air yesterday about slang, and we're like, I don't understand where they come up with this one. It makes no sense. It doesn't pertain to any other word. We don't know what's going on. So it's hard to keep up. And I get it when you're just like, why would they do that?
I think the only way that you can go into the second part of your life, and I use air quotes, you know, still maintaining cool, is by not trying to be cool. You know, like, I don't know what the slang is and it's not my job to know. I carry that weight for like 2 decades and now it's somebody else's job to carry that weight. And it's my job I'm Gen X. It's my job just to sit back and silently judge everybody.
Okay,
yeah, but here's the thing. You're also in a band. We're DJs. I mean, you know.
Listen, you guys are the gatekeepers. If it wasn't for DJs, we wouldn't have a career.
You know, Staci and I thank you, by the way. Staci and I were talking about this the other day with the passing of David Crosby. We didn't know he sang backups on Hootie and the Blowfish, Hold My Hand. And yeah, and when you hear it, you can. Is there a song, a surprising artist that maybe sang backup on yours, or did you sing backup on someone's that people, is that a common thing in the industry?
I mean, yeah, like I remember back when some good, Jacob, when Adam from the Crows sang on Jacob Dillett's 6th Avenue Heartache, and like that iconic voice would keep popping up. I did a song called Street Corner Symphony on my second solo record, and the guitar and lead guitar on that is John Mayer.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah,
that's
I love
cool.
that song too.
So when it comes to touring, you're coming here June 10th, Treasure Island Resort and Casino, great outdoor venue. Do you have time to go around Minnesota and do this stuff? Or are you just kind of killing it still and bust to stage?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I think my wife has an immune disease, so we're even more locked down sometimes than we normally would be. So even when we're free, we're not as free. But we work on a 2-day on or 3-day on in a row kind of a thing. So like the good thing is if I have a day off, we go straight to the city that we're playing the next day, and then we have a full day in that city and a full night, and that's our time off. But if it's like if we're doing 3 shows in a row like Minnesota and Chicago, then you come in, you do your sound check, you do your show, you go straight to the bus, and you move on to the next city, and you keep doing that. So it all just depends on what when you have days off or not.
Yeah.
I know you've been to Minnesota a lot, but I wonder, have you seen the Ball of Twine?
The Ball of Twine. No, we talk about it almost. Yeah, we talk about it often. It's mythical, but I think that what happens is whenever we have some time off there, we've had a lot of time off there. We're on our way to go see it, and then somewhere in between us and that, there's a bar, and then there we are.
It happens. It happens.
Man, I just got word from our boss that we're going to start spinning the single. We're excited for it.
Awesome.
And we can't wait to see you this summer too. Real quick, what do you miss most? What do you miss most about the career when you started out, when you were traveling by a cargo van, when you were traveling, just with your buddies? What do you miss most about those times?
There's so many things that are tied to nostalgia. Like you miss things, but because you miss them because of who you were, not because of the situation itself. Like we can say that we miss the van, but we don't miss the van. We miss being in an age where it was nothing but possibilities. And I think even if you get older and you've been very successful and you have a lot of luck and more luck than some others, I still think, it's that lack of possibilities that makes aging, when I was young, I was like, I could have taken a left turn and been a fireman if I wanted to, those things were possible. And those, as you get older, you kind of miss that. But I think being able to do what I do now, like this summer, we're going to go out every night and we're going to go on stage in front of all these people. And we're going to share this experience with a lot of people that have spent the last 25 years taking these songs into their life and doing this journey with us. And so it's going to feel like it did 25 years ago every time we're up there. I think that's the magic sauce in doing this job, is that you're completely connected at all times to that piece of you.
Well, a lot of people are associating your music, whether it's solo, Matchbox, Santana, they associate a lot of their memories with you. So I think you're not the van, it's, the music that you're portraying. So we appreciate you, man.
Man, I really do appreciate that. And thank you guys for all the love for so long.
Hey, no worries. Can't wait to hear the new single on KS95. It's Wild Dogs, Running in a Slow Dream. And we'll see you at Treasure Island, man.
All right. Thanks. It's good to see you. I'll talk to you guys later.
I love Rob. Rob is great. Thank you again, Rob, for that. And the song's good.
Genuine guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good song. I really missed them. Yeah. I mean, they were gone for a while.
Yeah.
Even though they were doing other stuff.
Well, like I said, you can see them at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, June 10th. Some tickets are available. For most part, it's pretty much, there's GA tickets, I think, still available, but it's, they're super popular. So maybe he can stop in when he comes.
That would be nice.
It'd be nice to see him again. All right. There you go. Hey, by the way, we want to thank Mattress Galaxy for bringing you Staci Hutch Say Too Much. They are really in the middle of people trying to get a mattress that works for them, because everyone's heard us talk about them and they're like, I got to go check out their sleep sanctuary in Woodbury.
Yes.
Because Staci and Hutch say they've getting the best sleep. I would just sleep at the sleep sanctuary.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, right?
I mean, people might be milling around,
which
might be a little weird, but you sleep like an angel.
And by the way, as this podcast is debuting right now or this week, I'm probably already using Staci's bed and getting good sleep now. Weird, I know, but she's not in the bed.
It's true. When you were there, I'm not.
Right.
You're cat sitting /
I'm cat sitting.
Apartment sitting.
Real quick, before we talk about, well, why do cats need to be seated? Her cats have very special dietary needs.
Well,
they are princesses and princes, and they are very. Wait, you have a boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Henry's a boy.
King and a queen.
Well, don't ask Henry as a boy because Biddy White's a boy or girl.
Biddy's a girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you got to this because I was going to ask. I've had cats and dogs basically all my entire life.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, how high maintenance are these cats if you have to stay there?
They're not high maintenance, but Biddy needs her pill in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
Sure.
And there's no reason for me to really even go home because it's quicker to work from Staci's place. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah. I know.
And
the
I'm
back
like,
and forth gets annoying.
It does. So I'm just like, I'll just stay at your place. She's got a nice place. And
Biddy White, an all-time great
she's got a hot
name.
tub.
She's very sweet too.
Yeah. So
I just have you used a hot tub? I've never even used it
Yeah.
since I've lived there.
Yeah, I use the hot tub in the gym once in a while. But I like it. But
I went into the gym once.
Staci, speaking of back to Mattress Galaxy.
Okay, Mattress Galaxy.
Staci has this really cool platform.
Yeah,
that raises and lowers.
I updated it when what was it? Maybe a year ago now.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I decided to upgrade and get a new base, and so
Massages.
I got yes. It's got all the bells and whistles
Yeah.
because I thought I deserve it.
Yeah.
I do.
You do.
Because I went in and I was like, tell me about all of these. And so Suzanne kind of walked me through all the different ones. And I didn't get the super high end one because it was a little bit out of my price range. But she showed me all of the different things. It can raise your head and the feet. And
Wait, this isn't even the high end one?
no, there's a nicer one than one.
This one lights up
goodness.
below her bed. It massages. It sits you up if it hears snow. It does everything.
Yeah.
Like,
If you
that's
have,
cool.
it has a sensor in there so that if you end up snoring, it will lift your head up so that you'll stop and that way you'll get better sleep.
better sleep. There you
Or
go.
if you have a spouse or whoever is sleeping with you, if they have a snore, that'll stop them.
Mattress-Galaxy.com. You can check out all their locations and their sleep sanctuary at their Woodbury store. All right, let's do it. It's time for Pass or Play.
Uh-oh.
Sing it, Stace.
Okay.
Here we go. That was close.
Pass or time to pass or play. Pass
Time
or
to
play.
play the game.
Pass or play.
All right, what are the categories today, Ross?
First off, the score 3-3-1. The dreaded tie.
Who's
that
the
we will
first
not
person?
Talk about.
Staci?
Yes.
Okay. See, when you say
National.
3-3, it's 3-2 or 3-3?
No, it's 3-3.
Oh, wow.
We've played 7 games in the year of 2023. Hutch has won 3. Staci has won 3, and we have 1 tie. And because ladies always go first, Hutch, you will. No, I'm just joking. Staci, you will go first today.
Okay.
National Reading Month. Good work, bud. Famous activist. Barbie's birthday. Don't leap. Those are your categories for today's Pass or Play.
Okay, let's start with the most fun one. Let's do the activist subject.
Aaron Brockovich has been back in the news lately, advocating for the families of East Palestine, Ohio, after that train derailment.
Right.
Staci, can you tell me who played Aaron Brockovich
Give her an easier one.
in that 2000 movie?
Stop it.
Aaron Brockovich.
Yes, I can.
I'll say it for her. Julia Roberts, she wins. Come on, Ross. That is the weakest question ever. How dare you? How dare you do that?
Actually, you want to know what's even funnier?
What?
That wasn't the question.
No,
You've done that to me before.
That is the question. Here's what's funny, because I always confuse these two. I know the answer was Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You thought it was Gina Davis.
No.
Oh.
No, I knew it was Julia Roberts,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I'll always flip-flop these two. I actually put down and highlighted the answer was Sandra Bullock.
Yo, man.
You mix those two? I would mix
all
Gina
the time.
Davis up and Julia Roberts
All
up.
the time.
Oh, I think they look very different.
I know that movie won awards, but I thought it's 23 years ago. I thought maybe
Is it that long ago?
I thought 2000.
Hey, you know what?
Wow.
The next question should be for Staci. What letter comes after A in the alphabet?
Or which one is the girl on Staci?
You know,
Yeah. I mean, come on, Ross. Ross
You know
clearly
what?
put these questions together 10 minutes ago.
You could be bitter, Hutch, but you would have
It's
been dancing
ridiculous.
in the streets if
No,
that would have been your question.
Staci knows I would have said is as competitive as I am, I'm a trivia person, and so I would have been like,
You know by now, there's typically one or two in here that are a lot easier than the other ones.
All right.
Yeah. And remember, there were times when there were ones that were a little biased to you.
I don't remember those.
Although I feel like the last few games have been too easy because they've been clean sweeps. So
of course, in honor of Bud, we got to do Bud.
You know who I was talking about,
we
don't
know
you?
Bud Grant, of course.
Good work, Bud. Vikings legendary coach Bud Grant recently passed away at the age of 95. What a great run for him. Before coaching the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL, who did Bud coach? Was he coaching the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers? You're giving me this look because it's either too easy or too hard.
I don't know.
Was it A, the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers, B, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, C, the Minnesota Vixen, or D, the Minnesota United?
Okay, it's definitely not the United. It's not the Vixen. So it's only two. I don't remember. They would have said something in the news about the Golden Gophers. I firmly believe. I'm going to not let Staci answer because I've already given away all the answers. So I'm going to go B, final answer.
Hutch, that is correct.
Yeah!
There is no clean sweep today. Bud Grant coached the Blue Bombers from 57 to 66.
It was just a process of elimination.
I just knew that one too, actually.
Did you?
Because I read I was looking when I was doing stuff. I was like, oh, should we mention that? It was over the weekend. People
He is very highly thought of in Canada, by the way.
I would have assumed that they would have said it in the news if he was a Golden Gopher coach and a Vikings coach.
Right.
I would have said both, and they never said Gophers. So
never did.
He was a great football player at the University of Minnesota, too. Played a bunch of different sports. So I thought maybe that would throw you off. So there you go.
We're tied.
Hutch, you should feel more proud than Staci. Hard question, but you worked your way through it.
Good job.
Thank you.
National Reading Month, Barbie's birthday, and Don't Leap.
Let's do Reading Month.
All right. This one's a bit longer, but follow me.
Okay.
March is National Reading Month. In celebration of National Reading Month, we encourage all who are listening or watching on YouTube to pick up a book and get lost in the world of a page turner. Looking for a book? Check out your local library.
Oh my God, can we get to the question?
We have blank of them in the state of Minnesota.
How many libraries?
Do we have A, 246, B, 136, C, 99, or D, don't care, I lost my library card?
So this is in the whole state.
In the whole state, how many public libraries do we have?
Okay.
246, 136, 99.
I'm going to play, and just thinking about in Minneapolis alone, we have several. So I'm going to say 246.
You know what, 246?
Yeah.
That is wrong.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Is it?
Sorry. Can you do that beforehand so I know?
Yes.
Okay,
sorry,
thank you. I'm sitting here waiting, and I'm like...
Is it 136?
It is 136. So if you have to, I went and looked at the map.
Yeah.
Wait, is it from this year?
The map was from 2021. So there's probably one.
I'm sure a lot shut down after.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
But
I still would have guessed what you did.
If you look at it, most of them predominantly are in the 7-county metro. When you get farther out, a lot of these smaller counties only have one or two.
They all share it.
Correct.
Yes, that's
correct.
a good point.
So Hutch takes the lead 2-1.
Okay.
And we have Barbie's birthday and Don't Leap.
Let's do Don't Leap.
Don't Leap.
Neither one of us wants Barbie.
I don't.
I don't know much about Barbie anymore.
When was the last time a leap year was skipped? Believe it or not, leap years are skipped, and I'll get to that after the question. Would it have been A, 1700? You'll catch it. You'll see a theme here.
Okay.
B, 1800. C, 1900. Or D, the year 2000. When was the last time we skipped a leap year?
I'm going to say 2000.
I love this
Final
music.
answer.
You're going to go with
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Correct.
Congratulations, Hutch.
I would have guessed that too.
Did you know in 2004, they actually had 366 days? That was the last time we had 366 days for some reason. I don't know why. Do you hear about that?
Well, if you humor me,
okay,
I can kind of tell you how this happened.
Let's humor you.
Basically, as time goes on in our 365-day years, sometimes we go a little bit over or a little bit short.
Yeah.
So the process evens itself out.
They need to make up a day or something.
So which is why basically every 100 years we skip a leap year.
Oh.
And then it gets us back on track, or otherwise we would be off by basically 15, 20 minutes at one point.
Interesting.
I don't know if that really matters as much as we make it out to.
Right.
But I found that to be very interesting.
Did I win?
You did win.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Oh, yay!
You know what? I'm angry at Hutch. He what's and moans about the question that you get, and then he rallies and wins the next 3.
I bitched and moaned because I didn't know what the rest of the questions were.
See, you just react. Just reacts.
No.
Since you guys will never pick the Barbie category,
let's
should
do
I
it.
just give it for fun?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Barbie's birthday. Believe it or not.
You know what? I'll make this one a win for Staci if she can answer it correctly.
Okay.
No multiple choice.
Whoa, okay. No, okay, well, good luck. Barbie's birthday.
Okay, multiple choice.
Believe it or not, Barbie turned 64 on Thursday, March the 9th.
Oh, nice.
Fill in the blank. In 2002, Barbie's gross sales were blank $billion. Do you want me to give the options?
Give the options, yeah.
Was it A, $1.5 billion, B, $2.5 billion, C, $5 billion, or D, $1 billion? It doesn't matter what the answer here is. When I see numbers like this, I think I'm in the wrong business.
What year
and I
was
should
this?
be making toys.
What year was this?
Last year. Their gross sales in 2022 were $1.5 billion,
2.5,
5, or 1. It's a lot of sold Barbies.
It is a lot of Barbies.
She gets this correct, she wins.
I'm gonna say 5.
You gonna say 5?
Yeah. Nope. It was 2.5, wasn't it? No?
1.5. Which I still think is an insane amount of Barbies.
It is, but I think, again, pandemic stuff, people had kids at home. I figured it would have been a lot more of people still buying, like accessories and all that.
Picked the highest number.
Maybe since everybody was home, anytime the older brother pulled the head off a Barbie, instead of going to buy a new one, they just fixed
They
Barbies.
glued it back on.
That's probably what happened.
What's the latest grub?
Soup's on, fat boy.
You'll find out what's an oral gasm.
Your chicken is delectable.
And what's dorm food.
That's disgusting.
Because it's time to test your taste buds as we now present Staci and Hutch's Snack Chat.
All right, let's do it. It's time for Snack Chat. We've got some stuff here that we want you to try out. Staci and I happen to bring the same thing in today.
Yeah.
We must have both gone to Target.
No, actually, I was at Lund's and Byerdy's.
I went to Target to grab a belt for Friday.
Oh.
And what we have, and it's open because I already tried some in the car.
That's all right.
But
And I think
we all know Dots Pretzels, and they have a new limited edition flavor, limited time flavor. It's cinnamon sugar seasoned pretzel twist. And I will tell you, these are my new addiction. If you if you like cinnamon toast crunch.
These are good. So I've had these before. So it's not my first time. These are great. They remind me of, do you know when you go in the bread aisle, you can buy like that cinnamon bread or raisin bread? That's what these taste like.
Russ, sorry, go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
They're just really good.
Can you grab my drink out there?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry. Next to the Oreos that you can't have.
Oh, all the work a producer does.
Yeah, aren't those? Can you imagine? You know what you should do?
Hmm.
Get some Breyers vanilla ice cream and just scoop it with these. Use it as a spoon.
I already have some in my freezer.
Oh my God. Are you gonna have ice cream for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually bought you some more of those tortillas that you like too. That's another thing I bought today.
And the queso that I like, the Corn Street queso or whatever.
I didn't get that because I wasn't at the right store for that. They have that at Cub, you know.
Have you guys tried the other Dots concoctions? Like
yes.
This is I don't want to rip Dots because I love them. The originals are they're literally like drugs.
Honey mustard's good too.
See, to me, these are the best ones, not the original.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, and the cheese curls are actually pretty good too.
Oh, I haven't had those.
So they're like Cheetos, but they have the Dot seasoning on them.
Oh,
I need to try them because
so good.
Well, here's the I need to retry them. I'm almost positive the bag that I bought for some reason was stale.
Ross,
so I need to try them again.
Staci texted me and said, "Would you eat this?" I said, "No," but Ross will.
Oh no,
she got you.
It's not a cricket again, is it?
Bison beef jerky.
I'll give that a try.
It's 7 grams of protein, uncured bacon cranberry, and it's 100% grass-fed bison. So here's your buffalo stick.
Oops.
What did the buffalo?
Maybe I'll try bite.
Buffalo's good.
What did the mama buffalo say to her son when she dropped him off for school?
What?
Bye, son.
Actually, I've never had buffalo before. We're ignoring that joke, Stace.
Right.
Okay, good. Yeah. We're just going to go over it. I'll try a little piece, I guess.
Growing up, there were a lot of bison farms. Do you call it a farm?
Wait, hold on. I'm going to wait to see your face.
No, it's fine.
It tastes a lot like beef.
It's like a lot of
your microphone.
I'm sorry.
a lot of the organic, like grass-fed beef stuff.
Don't like it?
Mm-mm.
I just don't like jerky in general. But.
It has good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even jerky. It's not tough like jerky at all.
Yeah, that's it. It's too soft. Anytime.
It's tender.
It's very soft.
It's too soft.
You want to try it or no?
No, it's okay. I still have the sweetness.
It's not bad. Like it's not horrendous.
It's okay.
We've eaten far worse things.
I think it's more of a mind thing for me than it is.
Well, we used to eat bison all the time when I was a kid.
What was the thing we tried recently that we all almost heaved? Was it the weird ramen noodle flavored things?
Oh, yeah. It was chips or something.
Someone here liked them, and I was like...
I thought they were okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do this?
Sure.
Peeps flavored Pepsi.
We didn't bring cups in here, though.
Ross, can you grab me some cups?
I'll run across.
They're right there.
Is there any?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the office.
In the office. Just look for them. If not, Stacy and I can share.
Yeah. We could have, I guess, prepared, but we don't think about those things. I didn't know
it was good. Ooh.
Smell good?
It smells just like Peeps. 100% smells just like Peeps.
We did have the Peeps cereal that Carissa brought us.
It was okay.
It was okay. It tasted like food coloring.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I don't even want to bring it on the podcast.
Stay here.
Because it just wasn't that interesting. It did have marshmallows in it, and they were kind of shaped like a little peep, but I don't know.
Smell the bottle.
Taste great.
That smells pretty good.
It smells like Peeps.
Yeah, and actually, remember what was the one you were telling me the last time that kind of smelled like suntan?
See, guys, sorry, this is warm, so
it doesn't quite taste as fabulous as it might.
I don't like it.
Peeps.
But I don't like Peeps, so.
Oh, it does smell good.
It smells very good, but I'm not a Peeps fan, so I don't like it. But it's definitely, I don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that makes it hard for me.
The sugar stuff for me, being almost lifelong diabetic, when I try something sugary, it's always like, whoa.
It just tastes
That's what this stuff tastes like.
Yeah.
It just tastes like Pepsi to me. I don't really taste any pee-pee.
Really?
I don't taste
it. Tastes super different to me. Someone's going back for pretzels.
Oh, me.
Oh, yeah. You. Yeah. I was like,
the studio. These are fantastic. I'll eat these all day.
Now it tastes like the aftertaste of maybe marshmallow.
I don't like it.
It's not great.
No. I'm not a fan of
the
it.
The aftertaste is like sticking banana boat in your in your mouth.
See that? Yeah, that is. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably better cold.
Don't mess with my pop.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That is Staci Hutch. Say too much. We'll see you again next week. It's powered by Mattress Galaxy. Thanks everybody. Stacy with an I, KS95. You can find her on all socials. Hutch with an H, both at the beginning and end. And KS95, Hutch KS95. What's yours, Ross?
Well, let's just go.
They're switched.
Yeah, let's just go with that Brendel Ross on Twitter till I can get everything.
Why are you such a Twitter guy? Maybe we'll explain that in a second.
Because he can remember it.
Yeah.
Stacy and Hutch, we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Seriously, why are you a Twitter guy?
My life's too boring for Instagram. I mean,
not really though.
You could take pictures of your food.
When I go out and go to games and stuff, and I'm not a hermit, I do a lot of fun stuff. But Hutch, 80% of the time I'm a hermit.
No, but you're doing a ton of events. You could have done a ton of the golf show. You could have done a ton.
No, you're right.
You go to a lot of sporting events.
Yeah, you're right.
And you have a cat, right?
No, I need to do more. Okay, today's the commitment. I'll start doing more on Insta.
You don't need to do Twitter. Everyone's getting off of Twitter since Elon bought it.
Yeah, everyone hates it.
Does that mean people hate me?
Wait, so what's your Instagram then?
At the Ross Brendel.
So your Twitter is Brendel Ross.
Yes, but there's a backstory there. It's because the real Ross Brendel got to it first in like 2009, immediately tweeted something offensive and got suspended.
Oh my God.
And they've locked the account and they won't let me have Ross Brendel.
Oh,
so that's why
since Elon took it over, maybe
I
try again.
Well, I want to get everything uniform. So hopefully I might switch Twitter to the Ross Brendel, or maybe I can get Ross Brendel.
Just do it now.
I'll get it. We'll take care of it.
Elon's not paying attention.
No. He's
all right, guys. We will see you next week. The next time you see us, it'll be Paul Folger, myself, and Ross Brendel. Stacy's going to be out.
Yes.
So there you go. Maybe I'll have tales of Stacy's apartment if I found her short-haired picture.
Oh.
I'm trying to find her short-haired picture, but here's the thing: is I give up very easily. and Henry won't let me into the office.
How short are we?
You have to go in there. You have to set stuff up.
I know, but Henry does. There's
Henry
a sign.
protective?
There's a sign that says "cats only, no boys allowed."
Yeah.
And so,
And he has that look. When
right?
He's like,
No, really, her cat will never come out for me. And it's not like he's hiding. He's just sitting on the windowsill, and he's mad at her for leaving.
Yeah, for leaving.
But Biddy will just hang around me the whole time.
Oh,
So
I love it.
So maybe I'll have stories of Stacy's place.
Now, very quickly, how short is this hair? Are we talking like Justin Bieber?
It's so short, she won't show a picture to anyone.
really bad.
Dorothy Hamill? Is that kind of what you compared it to? Or shorter than that? Pixie? Close to Pixie?
But you have a picture somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shorter than Hamill, but it's not a pixie. It's a kind of.
It's between.
Instead of living in fear of people finding the picture, why don't you just
She's
burn
not in
the
fear
picture?
of people finding it. She has it hidden. She's not in fear of people finding it. She just claims she'll never. You still eating?
Mm-hmm.
She just knows that she won't show it to anyone. So
it's a good reminder of where
what not to do,
where I've been,
to make this full
and
circle.
where not to go back to.
It's a good reminder of how far you've come.
All right, there you go. We'll have fun on your vacation, Stace.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll be checking your Instagram. It's
Yes.
at the Ross Brendel on Twitter. That's what Stacy's Instagram is.
Yeah, I've taken it over.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy.
All right, there you go. You should let us do a takeover of your Instagram sometime.
Oh my gosh.
That might be fun.
People would be like, wow, he's never had so much fun in his life.
Oh, there'd be a ton of nudity. All right. We will see you guys back here next week. Bye.